excuse me, have a cold. Okay, so my question is, how did you attract or address your audience? Well, I was told that in order to make my magazine front cover successful, I had to make it stand out from the rest. It had to be eye-catching. Well, I looked at Double XL and Vibe as they fell under the same genre as my magazine and were also similar to my magazine. I identified the techniques they used to make the front cover strong and appealing, which is why I chose such big and bold mastheads. I chose a big, strong image in the middle and the featured artists that will be featuring in my magazine down the side, as this is similar to what they did. Let me just show you what I'm talking about. And my masthead, being Bop, there, is big and strong and big and bold, especially the colours, the blue and the black. It's something that when you're scanning along the shelves, the first thing you notice pretty much will be this masthead. And I'll talk a bit about that a bit more later. Okay? I was talking about the image. It's big and explosive, it's big and out there, you know, which is also good, keeping it eye-catching. And if you look down here, the featured artists that will be on in the magazine, so the readers that have interest in these artists will be interested in the magazine as well, because this is something they can read up upon if they buy my magazine. Okay, so let's continue. Yeah, okay, so the reason why I chose to make my masthead Bop, as I showed you before, is because it's an effective masthead, because it's short, snappy and authoritative. I inferred that the chosen masthead will stay in the viewer's head and dominate them, which will encourage them to continuously buy the magazine, not only because it will catch their eye every time when it's on the shelf, but also because the name is catchy. It will stick in their heads every time they think of magazines. So when they're on a shelf looking at a range of magazines, they'll remember last time I came here, I remembered Bop. It's something that's really hard to forget because it's so dominant, it's so out there, and such a big and bold name. Okay? Which will hopefully help encourage repeat purchase, you know, therefore increasing my profits and my sales. Okay, when I looked at other magazines, I discovered that they had the cover line on the bottom left of the page. So as I'll show you here, right there, my cover line, Drizzy Drake, the Man of the Year. Drizzy Drake, the Man of the Year. I could have had it anywhere on the page, like there or there, but I specifically chose it to have it on the bottom left of the page, as this will help it be noticed when it's stacked on a shelf. Like, when magazines are on a shelf, they're stacked, and usually the way they're stacked is they only show the left-hand side of the magazine only, most of the times. So the fact that I put it on the left-hand side means it won't be blocked by other magazines on the shelf. I believe this is an important feature of the front cover, of the cover line, because it's basically telling what the main article, the main concept of my magazine is about. And since Drake is a man that is well respected, well known, someone that is well looked up to in the music industry, seeing that my magazine will feature Drake as a main article is something that the readers will look forward to reading into and buying, which is why I feel it's important to have that showing up there and seen. If there's one thing that had to be covered up, I'm glad, and it's important that it's not this. Okay, yep. Okay, I researched and basically found information on how to develop my front cover by using a questionnaire that I gave up to 30 people. I found out that they would like the colour black, which is why I used the black background. I found out that they would like a male model on the front cover, and also a solo artist. Like, you know, you can have more than one artist on your front cover. They found that it was better to have one person because it focuses their eye and their perspective on one particular thing. That's pretty much it. Basically, one last thing is I developed my image in a specific way. If you look carefully, the hands are obviously out there and explosive. So this not only attracts the reader when it's along a shelf, but it also, if you follow the hands, the first thing you notice when you look at this is the hands and where they're leading to. And this side leads to the masthead, so the masthead can fulfill its purposes of sticking in a reader's mind and being eye-catching. This hand leads to the masthead. And this one leads to the featured artists, the big artists that are going to be in my magazine. So when the first thing that audience will look at and look at this is the hands. And this is going to, wow, these people, Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, Lil Wayne, Big Sean, Future. So it's more like a trail, it's a road, it's guidance, where I'm allowed to guide the reader's eye to where I want it. That's the power, and that's the purpose of having my artist, my model, like that. Yeah, so that's the question answered. Excuse my cold and anything you didn't understand. I apologise. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you. And watch it back.